Hi, this is Chuck Lavazzi.
And I'm Tina Farmer.
I'm the Senior Performing Arts Critic at 88.1 KDHX in St. Louis.
And I'm the Senior Theater Critic. We are here today at the Humana Festival of New American Plays, kicking it off with the first play, The Corpse Washer.
Right. Let me get my program to tell you what it is. It's by Ismail, Khalidi and Naomi, Wallace. It's based on a novel. And the story is one that will actually be familiar to many of you. It's about a young man who does not want to enter the family business and wants to go off and be, in his case, an artist. It's an old story. What makes it really different is that this one takes place against the backdrop of years of war in Iraq, and that gives it an added tragic heft that you don't often see in this story.
And as importantly, it gives us a perspective that we as white Americans often don't see.
Yes.
It's a story that we are familiar with, told from a perspective that's really unfamiliar with us. I felt that I found a lot of kinship, a lot of understanding of questions of tradition versus new thinking, but also questions about how do you live with constant death? How do you live in a land that is constantly under attack? I have a different perspective about what it must feel like to have to make life choices. What do you want to do with your life when you know your life could be cut short at any point?
And also, this takes a different tactic than you've seen this story go in other media. If this were taking place in Hollywood in the 50s, the artist would definitely win, and that's not necessarily what happens here. This play shows the balance between the individual and the needs of the family and society in greater balance than we might see otherwise. I think it's a tremendously compelling, it's very sad and very tragic and beautifully acted piece.
Yes, very beautifully active. I also believe that there is a depth of feeling and emotional connection with the choices that the young man Jawad has to make regarding what path he's going to follow in his life. I will say that I thought the romantic secondary story with Reem, although the scenes were lovely and the actors had great connection, I didn't think it worked to further the story as much as the visits with his brother and his friend Bassam and his father, and also his conversations with the ghost. I thought those were particularly powerful and affected and helped to make the story a very personal interpretation of a universal tale.
Yeah, it's a great piece. It is perhaps a little too long, but really is a great deal going forward. It's through April 7th at the 43rd Annual Humana Festival of New American Plays. I'm Chuck Lavazzi.
And I'm Tina Farmer.
And we'll see you in the next review.